Hi, and it's Mediator's Musings from a golf course again. So the mediation process is much like organising a game of golf. Once you've decided who's participating and you've sent the invites out, the next thing you need to do is to find a safe space, which is kind of like what we got here. So once we've done our safe space, we then check it out, make sure it's suitable, that there's nothing that's going to impede us in our process, etc. And then we look about as to what we're doing. Now, much like golf, our end state in the mediation is to get to the hallowed ground at the very end and pot the hole. And for us, that would be the agreement. But we've got to start somewhere first. And here we are. We're going to start here at the tee, where we conduct the initial meetings, handshakes, etc., and start to find out what's going on. But of course, it isn't always plain sailing. And as you can see here, to my right, there's always a bit of rough. You've got the nice smooth sailing down the middle and a bit of rough on the other side. And when you're doing the mediation process, you'll notice that it's not always plain sailing. Sometimes you'll get into the rough and you'll go down rabbit holes, and that's the mediator's job, to pull you out of there and set you back on the straight and level and onto the fairway towards the towards the hole. Once we get to the hole, then again, it should be plain sailing from there. We're getting close. But there are all sorts of impediments that might stop us, and we're not going to drop the ball on the first attempt at getting in the hole. But after several attempts and good interventions by the mediator and a willingness, then everybody's in. The ball's dropped, an agreement's made, and we're happy to move on to the next tee. Or, if you're in mediation, for the rest of your lives, stress-free.